So tomorrow, if you've been keeping up with the USFL, you know tomorrow begins week 10, the final week of the USFL season. And let me tell you something, it has been drama filled as week 1. Let me tell you what's going to happen. And in order for the other 3 playoff spots to be clinched, because as you know, the Birmingham Stallions at 7-2 are the first team to clinch a playoff spot in the 2023 postseason. So, with that being said, let's get it started. The Philadelphia Stars are 4-5, and they're 2-3 in the division. They could clinch the North Division Championship with a win over the Michigan Panthers. But if they lose, depending on the Generals and Maulers game, they could face elimination. The New Jersey Generals and the Pittsburgh Maulers, simply this: win and you're in. Win and you're in. Now, they play each other tomorrow, so for both teams, the playoffs really begin tomorrow. The winner will get a chance to play in the playoff, in the North Division Championship. As far as the Michigan Panthers are concerned, the Panthers got to beat Philadelphia to secure a playoff berth. If they lose, that's it. You lose and you're out. Win and you're in. Now, as far as who can clinch the North Division Championship, the Philadelphia Stars can also clinch the North Division Championship. The Generals could clinch with the win and the Philadelphia loss. Same thing goes for the Maulers. And that is how the playoff scenario will go for the Northern Division. Now, as far as the South Division is concerned, the Birmingham Stallions are already in the playoffs. Now, they can clinch the division with a win against Memphis or a New Orleans Breakers loss. In order for the Breakers to make the playoffs, to win the division, they're going to have to get some help. They're going to have to hope that Birmingham loses to Memphis. They're going to need Memphis to win that game. And the Breakers themselves are going to have to win against Houston. But regardless of the outcome, they can make the playoffs just as good. Houston Gamblers, if they want to keep their playoff hopes pushing and want to extend their season, they got to beat New Orleans. If they win and Memphis beats Birmingham, the Gamblers will be tied, and it'll be a tiebreaker to determine who will become the second playoff team in the South. Memphis is identical to Houston. They got to beat Birmingham, and they got to hope that New Orleans loses to force the tiebreaker, which I believe they would get the tiebreaker over New Orleans. But the tiebreaker is broken down by either head-to-head, best win-loss percentage, the strength of victory, best net touchdowns in all games, and if all else fails, the average coin toss. So, it's going to be a fun, drama-filled weekend in the USFL. It's a lot of hard-hitting action. I'm telling you, if you haven't had a chance to check out some USFL football, please check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Who do you want to make the playoffs? I'm Rico McGee. This has been the Sports Minute. And as always, we will see you in a minute.